today we're going to be talking. The first crop we're going to be looking into is one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's called paki in my language.
Oh, cassava.
Yes.
And which musician asked to get cassava the other time? I'll give you cassava. Okay, I can't get it right.
Okay, I'm a bit old-fashioned. But I know of the agbado.
All right.
Everyone knew of the agbado.
Agbado is a new thing.
Yeah, it's a new thing. We know of the agbado. We know of the idon. I know of the local stuff.
Yeah.
But serious note, we need to, if you are looking into agribusiness and you want to make some good money and you want to be rest assured that whatever happens, your money comes back with a lot of interest, then you have to look at cassava.
Okay.
If you are, even if you're not in Nigeria, I mean, I'm going to come to our listeners and viewers outside the country. But right now, if you are in Nigeria and you're thinking, if you're a farmer or you want to go into farming, we 100% recommend you consider cultivating cassava.
Okay.
And if you're just a trader, I love trading. I love the farming aspect of it, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But I also love trading because I love money.
Of course. Who doesn't love money?
I love money. So if you're looking at trading, I mean, let's take the products we make out of cassava, for instance. Cassava itself, the cassava tube itself is now selling for 60,000-70,000 naira.
That's a lot of money.
A ton, 1,000 kg.
Okay.
And a month and a half ago, this was going for like 35,000-40,000.
Can you imagine that?
Thereabout. So just, do the maths yourself. And if you then take it a step further and we look at cassava starch by people from Niger Delta, hello.
And Banga. I know that trick.
So today, starch is about 450,000 per metric tons compared to what it was about a month or so again for 300,000.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a good business. I mean, it's especially if you're doing this as what's it called now? Side hustle.
Okay, side hustle.
That's a very good side hustle.
Yes, because if you turn everywhere now, people will like, you need to get something by the side that you're doing. So yeah, you can actually look into this. And
my favorite part, of cassava is actually right now is the cassava chips.
Okay.
That's paki.
Okay. I was going to ask, is that paki? Okay.
That's paki.
Okay.
And cassava chips is so interesting now because a lot of feed mill are actually substituting it for grains. I don't know. I don't know how they take out the what's it called in the cassava, but they found out a way to substitute this for animal feed.
Wow.
So what that means is not wanting to do free advert for any of these feed mills. The biggest feed mill in the country, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Are now asking for offtake of cassava chips.
Wow.
So it doesn't get better than that, believe me. It doesn't get better than that. And this is why we say that tell a friend to always tune into this program.
Yes.
Because we are here to equip you with the right information you need when it comes to decision making and taking in the agri business.
Okay, so it is very safe for us to now say now that if you have cassava in your farmland or you know someone who wants to sell it, that person has gold. Do you get it? Because
we actually do offtake as well.
Yeah, right? Because the rate at which things are skyrocketing right now and cassava has much interest.
And I think we are where we are now because, of course, we all know that we all had gone with crude oil and crude oil sent us back to our roots. Back to our roots where we all started from. So, cassava is one of the topmost commodity you can
invest in right
now. Put your, how did you say the other time? Put your money where your mouth is.
Yes, and you said
I put my money where my entire body is.
Yeah, right. I can
because I want to know where my money is.
Yes, where's it going into? We're taking that and what we're using it for.
And if you look at it, really, like you said, cassava is not just becoming gold today. It's been in the rise. If you start from way back when, cassava, we've been cultivating cassava in metric tons, millions of metric tons. I think in 2006, we cultivated about 38 million metric tons of cassava in Nigeria. We still are not producing enough for our consumption.
Wow. So
till date.
does that mean we still import some into the country?
No, not necessarily, but we are short of it. So that's why you
Right.
see now that the price of Gary is going up.
Right.
So a Congo of Gary that used to be like 400 naira is now about 550, 600.
And
You
then
know,
some persons would even classify it, oh, this is Gary from a particular region in
right.
Nigeria and it's selling for more.
Yes.
Hmm.
Like we at O.O.K Farms, we have Gary Egba and Gary Oyo.
Okay.
So you have people that believe that Gary Egba is superior to Gary Oyo.
Yeah.
You know, and
You're
because
looking for the one that slaps the
at
hardest.
the hardest. And you know, because there's been so much, if I want to sow Gary, it has to be Gary
Yeah,
Ijebu,
Gary Ijebu.
and Ijebu and Egba, they are like 5 and 6.
Yeah.
You understand? So right now, Gary Egba is gold in the market.
Selling for
I think it's going for about 700 now per Congo, as we call it.
Wow.
So this is the effect of we not producing enough food for our consumption. It's crazy.
Wow.
I can't understand why we find ourselves where we are year in, year out.
And then, like you said earlier about productivity on the farmland, that's like one of the major things that people are not looking into. People will come into that.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that, the country, everyone's body language has changed. This is what I like about democracy. So you know that, okay, we give you 4 years, we give you 8 years. So if you look at the body language of farmers, I was in the farm all through last week.
Okay.
I came down with a cold.
Sorry.
But it was worth it. Thank you. I was in the farm all through last week, and you could already see changes. I'm talking in terms of the security now.
Beautiful.
So people's body language is changing. We're seeing more and more farmers coming out to say, "Oh, I'm going to cultivate this season," and some good news to our ears.
Yes, it is.
With more farmers on the farm means more food in the market. It means more trading. It means more, because the truth is, right now, even if you have your money, right now, cassava is not readily available for you to purchase.
It's not, and that saying of, oh, by this time tomorrow there'll be so much, there'll be plenty. That would not come to fruition if people don't get back on the farmland.
And when we say people, it includes you.
All of us.
All of us. You don't necessarily have to go to the farm.
You can send us.
You send us. We do. We get our hands dirty.
Yeah. Why we give you the money?
Yeah. Why you stay in your comfort zone and
Yes.
sip tea like I'm sipping on the program today? And another thing I like to say to us about cassava is we need to have in mind that there is also huge request and demand for cassava export.
Okay.
Especially cassava chips. So that is also for the starch that is in it.
Okay.
So you also can look into that because we get a lot of calls from tush. What's the word?
Right.
How do you guys say it? I'm
sophisticated.
Posh, the sophisticated one. I try to be modest. Yeah, modest, and also to behave like Gen Z, whatever you call them. Yeah, so we get a lot of calls from sophisticated farmers.
Okay.
People that actually are developed interest in agribusiness, or they've realized that a lot of awareness is going out now. Everyone wants to go into agri
business.
So we get a lot of calls saying, "Oh, I want to do export. I just want to earn dollars."
Okay.
You can earn dollars with cassava, but we'll take a short break, a quick one, and we'll discuss how you can earn dollars with cassava when we return.
I know you like that part, so stay with us. Thank you so much for staying with us on O.O.K Farms on YouTube. I'm very sure that you have been enjoying every bit of information that we have been churning out. So yeah, we're back and better.
Yes, we're back and we're about to talk money.
Yeah, money. In Cardi B's voice, I love money.
Okay. I thought I was the only one who loves money. Yes. Okay, so how do you earn dollars with cassava? That's where we were.
I like that part. Please lead us through.
Cassava chips is the answer to that.
Okay.
There is huge demand for cassava chips.
Okay.
So if you know your onions or you know your way around it, you can export cassava chips and make your cool NXP, as we call it now.
Whoa. And I would not just like also in dollars alone. Great Britain pounds have not been smiling lately.
And euros, depending on the country you're shipping to,
Yeah.
actually. So you can decide to either get paid in dollars or pounds. But the point we're passing across here is that cassava can be exported, and not only that it can be exported, there is a huge demand for cassava chips export at the moment.
Cassava is not my mate, so yeah.
Cassava is not your mate. Cassava is trending. Like cassava is one of the idols. Yes. Idols. Okay. One of the idols right now, Yeah. So you're looking at, what is the idol I can put my money on? In the
I like that you're catching up real.
Yeah, I do. Oh no, I have to. And I have no longer a teenage. I have an adult daughter.
Okay.
Who's stepping from the teen to
the 20s.
So I have to really catch up. And I have sons that are just getting into the teen age. So they can't be left behind. No, it's not possible.
Have to be up and doing.
To be up and doing. So the idol,
yeah,
you want to get into, the idol to put your money on today. The Farmers Morning Cafe, cassava.
Cassava it is.
And if you need more guidelines, you're confused, say you're just tuning in, you're just hearing about OK Farms for the first time, then you need to give us a call.
Yes, you really need to give us a call. Let me just tell you what number you can call now so that, you are on the right path. 0706 231 5544. Thank God this is YouTube where you can pause and play again. But let me take that once again. 0706 231 5544. Please call that number and let's talk.
And if you prefer to send WhatsApp only,
okay.
It's 234 0816 111 2003. Yes, please. 234 0816 111 2003. Okay. So we're still going to share our details later. And as she said, on our website, if you're watching on our website, you can always get our content. Yes. On YouTube, you can pause, play. Yes, play. So now we're going to be moving on to the next. I think we've discussed everything you need to know about cassava. Yes. We need to move to the next item. Okay. The next item. The next item. Can you guess what the next item is? Just make a guess.
Do I jump the cart? Maize? Yeah. I knew. Okay, let's go on.
You're becoming a farmer gradually.
I really like to.
Right. So, you see, for me and for a lot of people that have been in this industry, when the Agbado thing went viral, I was one of the people that was just like, oh my goodness, these children just do not understand, do they? You guys just do not understand.
Take us through. Make us understand.
Maize is gold. If you understand it, and you know your ways around it, if you don't, you can get shot on the foot.
Right.
But I just, let me put it this way. Can you tell us 4 or 5 uses of maize that you know, apart from, of course, they roast and boil it on the street, on the roadside?
Well, before I answer that question, I'd like to tell you now that maize has gone past the boiling and the roasting by the roadside, because you go to some events, you go to some restaurant, and when they're serving you maize, you're wondering, is it the same maize? Get on the rich side, the way they make it, I don't know. It looks like, I'd always add sweet corn in the can, but when you're eating it off the plate, like, this is really sweet.
Yeah,
yes.
That's even nothing about that. That's even the least of where you can make money from corn. That's not even in the equation of what we're going to be discussing this morning.
Okay, just not to jump your question. I know that they use it for, consumption, of course, where you turn it into, there's this particular cereal that we eat.
Baby food.
Yeah, baby food.
Cereals, your breakfast cereal.
Do you know how much it costs lately?
And do you know how many babies we produce in the world?
Tell me about it. Baby food, adult food.
Yeah. Morning food. Yep, breakfast.
Yeah, cereals. And what more? I can remember right now.
Your beer.
Right.
Yes. and there's cornstarch as well. There's corn flour, there's corn grits. So
much.
there's so much that is
Wow.
maize is being used for.
Maize is not our mate neither.
No, maize agbado. Please put some respect on that name. How do we pronounce
Throw
that?
some respect.
Show some respect on that on maize. So now let's for as far back as I can remember, and I mean as far back as when President Obasanjo was our president, the former president, there was a period we were actually importing in maize. We didn't even have enough maize for our own consumption.
To go around. Wow.
As a nation. The last administration had banned the export of maize, I think, since 2021.
Okay.
So you see, this is how important.
And so you mean to say that all that we produce in Nigeria is for our own consumption?
We haven't. There is nothing we are producing that we are producing enough for our own consumption. That's why you keep saying federal government on the net news, we need to work on food security. If we have enough food, we wouldn't be paying so much attention on food security as we are. That's why you see the last administration tried to build the rice pyramid, and all of that. This is because we are not producing enough for our own consumption. That's another topic for another time, because what sort of a nation are we if we do not produce enough food for our consumption? Back to the item of the day.
Yes.
Maize.
Maize is at the top base.
We use maize a lot. We consume maize a lot as humans.
We do.
Now, the animals consume maize as much as we, the humans. So for animal feed, maize is on top of the list. It is. It's in the top 3.
Yeah.
When you talk about animal feed.
Yes, I'm very, very certain about this, because it got to a point where we were getting chicken for a very outrageous price. And when you ask, the farmers, they'll be like, we cannot get enough feed for the poultry. So, yeah.
So, if you look at it today, we don't even have enough maize in the market, which is part of what put the pressure on cassava, as we saying earlier. That's why we have to substitute. That's why some feed mills are substituting with cassava. And as I speak to you today, the price of maize is between 260 to 80,000 naira per metric tons. I have been in this industry for a while. I never ever thought that this day would come.
Wow.
So when
we get agbado,
when you all go about, are we all going to be surviving on agbado? Yes, you can actually.
Yes, we can. There's a lot to be done.
That's a lot to be done with it. There is a whole lot to be done with it. The starch, the grit, name it. You take agbado out of what we consume, we're in trouble. Or we maybe adjust to whatever it is that is available,
Because I know some persons that cannot do without the cereal in the morning. If we adults can do without it, how about the babies?
And the babies, the children, how about your beer? How many
persons can do without beer?
That beer,
Hi, Josh. How many persons can do without
their beard? How many of them? Not a lot of people, So we really have to look into agbado. I mean, we're still going to be delving deeper into all of this
items.
Thank you. All of these items, as we go on the show. And also, now we can't export, but I just have to mention it. If the ban on corn is lifted today, we can export for as high as 500,000 naira per metric ton. Check that out.
That's a lot of money.
Check it out.
So in case you know anybody willing to employ Minister of Agriculture, PA.
Minister of Agriculture, PA. I was wondering where you're going with that. I hear you. Just the PA. Right, that's a good one. And also, we need much more people to consider investing into corn or maize cultivation.
Please, we all need to
because we don't have enough of it. And like I said earlier, these are commodities that you definitely would make your money back.
Yes,
if you decide to invest in them. And the good thing again with maize these days is last year we were able to harvest, I think, 3 times. So with the help of technology and irrigation, you actually can harvest up to 3 times in a year when you cultivate maize.
Wow. That's
You
a
know,
lot. 3 times.
so you really just have to consider if you're a farmer or you're thinking of going into farming, or you think, oh, where can I invest? That, you can't wait for cassava 9, 12 months. So that you want something faster. Maize is just 4 months.
Oh.
So the president knew exactly what he
What
was
was
saying.
saying? I mean, if you don't have to wait for that long, it's
So you can
3 months.
you can conveniently put in a 90 days facility.
Yes.
So 90 days is what now, 3 months or
Yes.
something, or
Yes.
120 days, and then you make your money and you turn your money around. And if you're actually a good farmer, you know what you're doing. You actually can get off takers to buy off your farm even before harvest. These are all the stuff that we know and we can put you through at OOK Farms.
Yes,
And that's
please.
why there's a saying in Yoruba, as they say, actually, it's not only Yoruba. You guys have brought the pidgin one now.
Okay.
They say, follow Uno Road.
Yes, and make sure you owe your money.
Yeah, follow Uno Road, so you just don't get
Stuck.
or lost
Yeah.
or get yourself short on the food.
Yeah.
So the second item today, because I can see my director waving his hand, is corn, and please, or agbado, or maize, whichever way you want to look at it. The maize is so powerful that it's been cultivated now with technology, though, like almost everywhere in the world, like Netherlands.
Okay.
It amazes me, and at the same time it breaks my heart that we have it amazes me what the Netherlands had done with the cultivation of maize, amongst others. And it breaks my heart that we have everything it takes to even do much more than the Netherlands is doing, and we still cannot produce enough for our own consumption, let alone export. And Netherlands export millions and millions of metric tons of maize every year, and they make billions of euros
off it. I can imagine.
So they come back home again. We'll keep diving deeper and deeper. But then we come back home and we look at Nigeria with the horrible farmland that we have, the weather that we have, and
the persons that we have,
this talents that we have, the workforce that we have, and we are lacking behind. So we need to change our orientation when it comes to agriculture, farming, and most especially agribusiness in Nigeria, because a lot of people look down on agriculture. The truth is, this is our roots. This is where we start from. This is who we are. I mean, I grew up still going into cocoa house, to take pictures and all of that. And cocoa house is still standing.
Yes, standing strong.
Standing strong. And that was built by with the money that was made from the sale of cocoa, and we still have the farmland, we still have cocoa, so something is not adding up, so we really need to change our orientation, and we need to unlearn and relearn a lot of things when it comes to agribusiness. Because I say to people, especially people from the western in Nigeria, the western region. I told you I'm old fashioned. The western region, that we have no business having just one or a single unemployed youth in our society, because we have the farmland, we're so lucky, we have everything it takes for us to even be the food basket of the nation. So we need to start looking into all of these items where we can make not heat, but slow, steady, sustainable income. So that's the day for maize and cassava. And maybe we quickly do a quick recap on cassava before we bring the show today to an end. Do you want to?
Okay, so all that we've been speaking about basically all day is cassava and maize. All right, they're amazing. It is some crops that you can get on your farmland. You can get O.O.K Farms to do all of that on your behalf as well. You sit in the confines of your space and you earn so much. That's all that myself and Omolara has been trying to say all day. I hope you got it. if you don't, you can watch this over again and get it.
Right.
Isn't it time for us to wrap up?
Yeah, we still got some few times, but the few minutes we have left is actually to talk about our products to
Okay.
our viewers back home.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go.
Oh, now
So,
see, yeah, go because this, you know all of this.
Yeah.
Why weren't you talking about cassava and agbado?
Well, that's your field. Now this is mine. So you must have been. It's a lot about black persons in the society. Oh, they're not so fine. Excuse me.
Excuse
Let
you.
us.
No. Excuse you.
Have you met? Yes. Okay, so this is organic shea butter that you can use on your skin, on your baby's skin.
Mhm.
It's I mean the uses of this shea butter is limitless. You can try it out and find out. I mean they sell everywhere, but we sell and this is right.
Yeah, and it's double filtered, you know.
Right?
And I can give you a free recipe. I honestly I should really charge for this, but I'm gonna just give you a free recipe.
And
So
if you open it,
take this
mhm,
in your food mixer
mhm,
and you add some either almond or coconut oil or both of it,
mhm,
and you whip it together.
mhm,
Like you whip it until it's smooth,
mhm,
and then you cover it,
mhm,
put it in your fridge,
mhm,
let it ferment for
mhm.
I don't know, I didn't take time,
Yeah.
and bring it out. Use it on your skin, on your scalp. You thank me later.
Bro, and it's not just for dark persons alone.
It's for all
Everyone
skin
can
types.
use it. Every skin type can use it. All right, and let me quickly talk about.
You missed that one thing.
Okay, tell us about it.
Okay, you know, like I said, I love money more than she does.
Okay.
So if you want to earn your side hustle,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, I can't be promoting OOK's brand. I want to start my own brand.
I want some mine.
We customizing your brand. We do all the. That's why I said we are just your one-stop shop.
Yeah,
For everything when it comes to agribusiness. So we do your branding for you.
Mm-hmm.
We do the packaging for you, and we ship to you. All you need to worry about is to get your clients to bring out the
cash, bro. Sis, don't sleep on it. So we have the organic honey as well. This, okay, they be like, sometimes you need honey, and they be like, oh, get, original honey. And some of our people are funny. They were like, oh, when you add something to this, you know which is original and you know which is fake. Don't worry about it. You can test this as well and come back to tell me thank you. I mean, if you buy this and whoever is testing for you tells you this is not original, I owe you. But you need to buy this first, use it, and tell me what you feel about it because this is original. It is the organic honey from O.O.K Farms, guys. Don't sleep on this. If you sleep, well, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
But don't sleep on it.
Your loss.
Man! I wanted to be modest, but look at this.
Your loss if you sleep on it. And this can be branded as well.
It can be branded.
In your brand, your packaging. I mean, we're just there to make you happy. We want to support you.
Yes.
Because like I keep saying it, there is more than enough sustainable wealth to go round.
Yes.
Right. So the next product we will be talking about is our Gary.
Yeah.
Which I mentioned later. On the next show we'll come and then we'll take some of it, which also can be branded.
Yes, however you want it.
However you want it.
Thank you so much.
Right, going to the main technical aspect. You know, this is like the trading aspect.
Yes, please.
What you can put your money on. Now let's talk some agriculture. Okay. Some farming. Okay. So you are in the abroad. You know, I got so much word. You know, the last video, the video we did when we started the radio newly. It's like, I'd like to thank you guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's trending and she's jumping and it makes sense. And that's the reason why you should jump on us as well.
Yes. So if you're watching right now, what's trending is in the abroad. Yeah. So if you're either in the abroad or in the Nigeria or in the Africa and you want to go into farming back home and you have no clue what to do, reach out to us. We sell farmland. Now, like farmland that you pay for and you go to sleep. No hassles, no omonile, no government hassles. We take care of all of that for you. We sell the farmland and we do what we call contract farming. Okay, contract farming. So you hire us to do the farming for you. And we also would advise you on where we think you should put your money. Okay. and where we think you should hold on. We do all of this. We take care of it for you. Now, we have some clients that says, look, Omolara, I hear you, but I don't want to buy the farmland yet. I want to do a season or 2 seasons, and then I buy the farmland. So we have farmland for lease as well. And all of this is in the southwest, mainly Oyo State. So you can lease a farmland and say, let me do 1 season of corn. That's 4 months. That's a season of corn. So you do that, you see the result, and then you can take it off from there. That has also hassle free. So now let's come back home. This is not just peculiar to people in the abroad. Could be in Nigeria as well and want to do this
and do better.
and do better. Exactly. You can visit randomly. You can decide to be a part of it if you want. And also, if you are a farmer and you need farm inputs, reach out to us.
Yes, please.
Farm inputs, agrochemicals, equipment, either for lease or for outright purchase, please reach out for us. We are here for you.
OK Farms.
Right. OK Farms. And we can't live without talking about the academy. Oh my goodness. So knowledge is power. I'm still learning. I learn enough from our agronomist, despite all the years in this industry. So go on our website, go through the courses we have. We have had professors shrink these courses into 8. We started with about 20 or something, was so much. Now we have 8 courses that cuts across the entire sector of the agriculture and agribusiness sector. So pick on the one that works for you. Our courses cost 50,000 naira a course. But if you're living in Oyo State, State, or if you're living in Oyo State, Oisada is supporting us for Oyo State residents, so you get to pay 50% only.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so that's a lot of discount. So if you're a resident of Oyo State, you pay just 25,000 naira per course.
Nice. I mean, 50K is something that's it's not even enough at a salon lately.
Yeah, really. So, and that's all you pay to learn. All you need to know about either it's farming, either if it's farming not for crops or grains, whatever it is, whichever any of the courses that you decide to pick interest in. Now, before I give you to talk about the TV and radio, so join our cooperative for free. You are only going to just thank us and love us more. You love yourself for some more O.O.K. features. Because the opportunities are enormous, from subsidized farm input subsidized prices to equipment to, a lot of opportunities. And you can also do that on our website or visit any of our offices. Our website is www.ookgroup.ng/cooperative or /academy. And now to the TV and radio.
Okay, so you can check us out on social media, O.O.K Farms Radio TV, O.O.K Farms Radio TV. And like we said earlier, you can call us up on 234-706 231-5544. My name is Eniiyanu, but no stress, call me Sakadeli, and I'm signing out.
Thank you. And before we go, remember, please do remember, when it comes to all your agriculture adverts, packaging, documentaries, you want to reach the right people, O.O.K Farms Radio TV is all you need for that. Just reach out to us and we will be able to put you in the right direction for that. As I always say, agriculture, agribusiness is the new gold. It is the wealth that we've always had in Nigeria and Africa as a continent. And it is time that we all go back to our roots and start tapping into the sustainable wealth that is in agriculture and agribusiness. Until I come your way again, my name remains Omolara Svensson. Agriculture, our wealth. Bye for now.